Hi there. This is a thought for the day, and this comes from a book called The Superbeings, and this is an older book. It's probably at least 50 years old, and it's by John Randolph Price. And I'm going to read right from the beginning of the book. And this is a chapter called The Awakening. So he starts out. The revolution has begun. It started more than 100 years ago, but now the pace is quickening. Throughout the world, men and women are joining in the uprising, the rising up, and are coming forward to be counted as part of a new race that will someday rule the universe. The rebellion is against lack, limitation, disease, loneliness, failure, and unfulfillment. Being overthrown is the authority which says there is an avenging and withholding God who could possibly cause such sorrow and suffering. The great illusion that man is the victim and not the master is being shattered. Man is beginning to stir from his deep sleep. A few have already awakened and have taken their place in strategic points around the globe. The evolution of man into his next stage of development has been fueled with a cosmic energy causing incredible acceleration, as if to meet a universal timetable for the ushering in of the new age. Jesus' deep metaphysical teachings are now being understood more fully by millions of people seeking the light. And science and religion are joining hands in a new joint venture into the exploration of a non-material world composed of pure energy. The kingdom, or the reality of the universe, is indeed being discovered as never before. Dr. Donald Hatch Andrews, Professor Emeritus of Chemistry at Johns Hopkins University, has said, "It is not seeing with the eye, but seeing with the mind that gives us a basis for belief. And in this way, science and religion are one. We are now entering an age when we will hold the power of life in our hands. And if it is to be used properly, it must be in a world dominated by love." What we must have in the world today is a chain reaction of the human spirit. If we can feel this vision and if we can act on it, if we can transmit this vision to others and persuade everyone that living in terms of the spirit is the only answer, then we can change the face of the world. And the face of the world is changing. And that's the end of his quote. The Great Awakening is taking place. In the cities and towns across America, hardly a week goes by without a symposium, seminar, or workshop on spiritual healing, extrasensory perception, the survival of man, love and the meaning of human relationships, overcoming fear, new age living, the power within, creative imagination, the dynamics of positive thinking, mind control, awareness training, higher sense perception, the art of meditation, new dimensions of consciousness, holistic medicine, yoga, the inner meaning of life, and success and achievement. Mental science institutes are involved in biofeedback research. Corporations in the US and abroad are developing new safety programs based on employees' biorhythm cycles. The American Management Association is publishing books on meditation for business people. Gallup polls show that the majority of Americans believe in paranormal phenomena. Books on the human potential are continually on the bestseller list. And unity and religious science churches are conducting services to overflowing crowds. As a modern prophet once said, the world is going metaphysical. This is not by chance. According to one advanced soul interviewed in this book, through the silent, hidden work of the masters, men and women throughout the world are beginning to intuitively understand the truth. There is a vibration, call it the master vibration, that is flowing through the consciousness of mankind, tuning each individual toward the light within, and it's only a matter of time before the dawning. The masters, or what we call the higher ranking super beings, have pushed through the barriers of humanhood, and are the first of a new species of mankind. They are the leaders, the teachers, and their work is being accomplished through the great medium of mind. Since all mankind is one and interrelated on the subjective level, these earth masters are releasing powerful waves of thought energy into this universal consciousness. And that's for the benefit and upliftment of each individual. To those who are receptive, the message is clear. Rise up out of the tomb of mortality and take your place among the enlightened of the world. Look up. See the unreality of sickness and poverty. Step out into the kingdom of wholeness and abundance, peace and joy. The time is near for the new age to begin. These highly evolved souls are helping us to break the hypnotic spell that has paralyzed us with fear. Fear of dying, fear of disease, fear of lack, fear of loneliness, fear of, add your own pet anxiety there. They are revealing to us that we are immortal, potentially perfect in mind and body, abundantly supplied with everything we need, with a capacity to love and to be loved. That's beyond our present imagination. If you cannot accept this, it's because you're thinking of yourself as only human. And you believe that every experience must reflect your humanhood. You're not alone in this way of thinking. For many of us, anything out of the ordinary and bordering on the supernormal is dismissed as science or religious fiction. Science fiction or religious fiction. It's not real, as if we really knew the meaning of reality. Then there may be an intellectual curiosity concerning instant healings, sudden prosperity, newfound success, and other unaccountable experiences of people we know or hear about. But if it doesn't directly and intimately affect us, it's quickly put out of mind so that we can get on with the business at hand, which often involves struggle. When our mirror of life begins to crack, that's when we start asking for answers. What's the meaning of it all becomes the question. We intuitively know that there's more to life than we have been experiencing, but the treadmill runs in circles, and we don't know when, where, or how to get off. And while we are spinning in our own self-doubt, confusion, and frustration, we may become aware of others who lead carefree lives, poised, confident, loved, and loving, abundantly prospered, highly successful in their careers, radiantly healthy, never at a loss for anything. Maybe they don't read minds or levitate, but there's something about them that makes them different. They flow through life rather than plod or struggle. And if a problem comes their way, it suddenly disappears before it affects them. So I'm going to stop there and just say, as you move through the day, ask yourself, are you flowing or are you plodding? Are you flying or are you struggling to get off the ground? What are you doing with your consciousness? What are you thinking about yourself and your future? Do you have some idea of your own potential? If you don't, it's time. It's time to start thinking about that and about where we are going as a civilization together. We're all in it together. So think about that and make a great day.